Jesus' parables, timeless lessons for modern life. How ancient stories inspire us to thrive today. Imagine discovering wisdom from 2,000 years ago that can help you navigate relationships, finances, and inner peace right now. Many see Jesus' parables as old religious tales, but what if they're actually blueprints for living well in today's fast-paced digital world? These stories, about farmers, coins, neighbors, and sons, still speak to modern challenges like screen overload, workplace tension, burnout, and the rush to judge others. Let's explore how Jesus' timeless teachings offer practical guidance for wisdom, resilience, and peace in our everyday lives. Opening the ancient scrolls. Parables as mirrors for today's challenges. Unlike teachers who simply lecture, Jesus painted pictures with words, stories that stick with us and invite us to reflect. Each parable isn't just a lesson, it's a mirror that helps us see our hearts, habits, and priorities more clearly. Jesus spoke of seeds and soil, coins and compassion, sons and second chances. His words still resonate because the human heart hasn't changed. Our tools might be smartphones instead of scrolls, but our struggles, distraction, pride, anxiety, and the longing for love remain the same. As you read, pause to consider. How do these stories reflect your own life? What lessons might you find in them today? The Sower, cultivating resilience in a distracted age. In Matthew 13, Jesus tells of a farmer scattering seeds, some falling on the path, some on rocky ground, some among thorns, and some on good soil. The meaning? Our hearts are like fields, and what we nurture determines what grows. A modern anecdote. Take Mia, a young professional overwhelmed by endless emails, social media alerts, and news headlines. She noticed her attention span shrinking, her stress rising, and her spiritual life fading into the background. Determined to change, Mia started small. She silenced notifications during morning coffee, set aside 5 minutes for gratitude journaling, and joined a weekly prayer group. Slowly, her mind quieted, and she felt renewed focus and deeper peace. Mia learned that cultivating good soil meant being intentional with her attention, choosing what she let in, what she let go, and what she let grow. Practical steps. Identify your rocks. Is it mindless scrolling, constant busyness, or toxic habits? Remove the weeds, worries, grudges, or the need for online validation. Cultivate your soil daily. Set a tech-free time, practice silence, or jot down 3 things you're grateful for. Reflection. Prompt. Think about a time when digital distractions kept you from what matters most. What helped you refocus? What weeds or rocks could you clear out this week to make space for growth? The Good Samaritan. Empathy in a divided world. Jesus' parable of the Good Samaritan is about a man in need, ignored by some but helped by a stranger shunned by society. The story challenges us to show compassion beyond boundaries, beliefs, or convenience. Modern example. Consider Alex, who works in a busy office. When a new colleague, Jordan, joined and was met with cold shoulders because of different views and a unique background, Alex decided to reach out. He invited Jordan to lunch, listened to their story, and helped them feel welcome. This small act bridged a workplace divide, transforming not just Jordan's experience, but the team's dynamic as well. Online, kindness can be just as powerful. Have you ever paused before responding to a heated comment, choosing empathy over criticism? One user shared how offering supportive words to someone struggling in a forum led to a lasting friendship. Action steps. Pause before reacting. Ask, am I being a neighbor or a critic? Reach out to someone you tend to avoid or disagree with. Choose kindness, even when it's inconvenient or unnoticed. Reflection. Prompt. Recall a time you chose compassion, online or in person. What motivated you? How did it feel? who might need a neighborly gesture from you this week. The Prodigal Son. Forgiveness in the age of cancel culture. The Prodigal Son is a story of mistakes, regret, and radical forgiveness. A son demands his inheritance, wastes it, and returns home in shame only to be embraced by his father. Jesus shows us that grace is stronger than guilt and that restoration matters more than retribution. Modern application. In today's world, forgiveness is rare. Quick judgments and canceling are common. Imagine a friend who shared an unpopular opinion online and was ostracized. Instead of joining the chorus, another friend privately reached out, listened, and offered understanding. This not only restored the relationship, but helped the friend heal and grow. Reflection. Questions. Who in your life needs forgiveness, even if they haven't asked for it? What burdens from past mistakes are you carrying? Can you accept that God's love runs toward you, even when you feel unworthy? Practical takeaway. Remember, forgiveness is freedom, for both the one who forgives and the one forgiven. It doesn't mean excusing hurtful actions, but it does mean refusing to define people by their worst moments. Timeless wisdom, today's transformation. Each of these stories offers profound lessons and endless truth for our lives. The Sower teaches us to nurture what truly matters and protect our focus. The Good Samaritan invites us to love beyond comfort zones and bridge divides. The Prodigal Son reminds us that grace can overcome guilt and restore relationships. Reflection prompt. Which parable resonates with you most today? What small step can you take to live out its message this week, whether it is protecting your focus, showing kindness, or offering forgiveness? Join the journey. If this message has touched you, please share your story about which parable speaks to you, and pass it on to someone who could use encouragement. For future articles, consider sending in brief testimonials or reader stories about how these teachings have impacted your life. We'd love to feature your experience to inspire others. Subscribe to Strive for Excellence for weekly faith-filled stories that blend ancient wisdom with modern life. Your greatness is already within you. Let's grow together.